Hey everyone, Razorblade here. Haven't done another pickups video in a while, but yeah, I didn't decide to do pickups, but you know what? Might as well want to do some pickup videos again. So I'm gonna show you what I actually got today. Here I'm getting a bit sweating here, but even though it's a pretty color there, it's pretty cloudy. Yeah. But now I'm gonna show you the stuff that I actually bought today, which are mostly PS1 games. Mostly some killer stuff that I got. So I have bought 5 PlayStation 1 games, and 4 of these games came from the Andre Duisburg, while 1 game came from one store that is actually next to Andre. Well, next to the southern entrance of the Steintegasse trade station that Andre is located. The one in Duisburg, not in Dortmund, because they have so much junk in there. They have so many Inspector gadgets here. They have so many slide storms. They have X-blades. They have so much junk in here that I just really don't want to touch upon. But the Andre Duisburg actually has some really cool stuff, and now I'm going to show you what stuff that I got. First up is a game that I actually got from the other side of the store, from next to Andre, and first up is Global Domination, which is some strange RTS game, as you see in the pictures there. Yep, it has the manual in here. Has some little fingerprints here, but it's airman. And yes, this is from the very infamous Psygnosis, who produced loads of crap, but also produced some very killer stuff, like this one. Oh, and just to let you guys know, they've actually been shut down last week. Yeah, you might probably have heard this from the various gaming sites that Psygnosis, who were now known as SCE Studio Liverpool, have been shut down just recently. Yeah, which is pretty sad news, especially for the hardcore Wipeout fans like myself, as well as for the hardcore Psygnosis collectors like myself. Yeah. But we're going to be fearing that the next Wipeout, which is probably, if possibly, going to be developed by a different studio, is probably going to be pretty bad. Bought this for €5 from the store, of course. And now this is my Psygnosis collection. Yeah, there's also the Lemmings game here, which I've bought it a few weeks ago. So now the games that I've got from Andre from Duisburg. First up is 1. Yeah, this is a really obscure action adventure shooter game. As you see, by the price, €5 was cheap. I've been actually looking for this for quite a while. Yeah, it's so obscure. There has been a playthrough done recently of this game as a form of the long play at the CubeX55 channel. That's what I think it's called. Yeah, there has been a long play done for this, but it was actually done on an emulator, which I really don't recommend. You know, I basically decided to do this legit with a real console, so I might as well do a playthrough of this one. Yeah, and the reason why this game is pretty obscure, it's because it just says 1. Yeah, it's just 1. This is probably the most obscure name ever. Makes it really, really hard to find how do you say it? Internet research. So yeah, making internet research of this game really hard, because when you type 1 into Google, you'll find hundreds of pages that always comes up with 1 and not with the game itself. So this is quite tough to find. Yeah, it has a disc in here. And as the manual still complete with all the pages intact. Then 3 games which I used to play demos of, and then 1 game which I actually used to have platinum. First up is MoHo. Yeah, that's actually the weirdest name for a game ever. Known as Ball Breakers in America. Yeah, there's MoHo. Yeah, some strange party game type of. Don't know if you see it because it's a bit blurry here. And that was for a cheap price of €4. And yeah, the case is actually still clean. It still has the holograph sticker on it. It still has the 2 holes to fit in a CD2 tray, which the replacement cases, like this one, doesn't. Yeah, it does actually. Fitting a CD2 tray isn't really good, so I pretty much always pick up any game that is still in one of those cases. No matter if these are shitty games, I just, always pick them up if, I have a 2 CD game, which in these repro cases, which don't have these two holes for a CD2 tray, which is pretty annoying. I always want to have a stack of spare ones. Manual, then of course a registration card, which also has a movie still from Grand Theft Auto 2, as you all know, and there's of course the game. Yeah, that's a movie still from GTA 2, by the way. As they always like to use this as a picture for one of their registration cards. GTA is always a very popular game. Then a game that I used to have at platinum, but now finally have the black label version of MediEvil 2. Whoops, don't want to damage the case. Yeah, it's still in the original case, except it has some scratches here, some dirt on there, which can be cleaned, but what else are you gonna do? Yep, that's how much I paid for it. And I'm gonna be removing the stickers afterwards, but not right now. Yep, manual, and of course the game disc, except that this actually has very little flaw here. I don't even know if you can see this on camera, but yeah, it's blurry. Too bad it can't get zoomed, but might as well pause the video for a while to get rid of this sticker in real. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit difficult because yeah, the stand here is pretty flimsy and it folds off often. So let's actually get rid of this black writing there on the disc. And what I'm using is Axe. Yeah, Axe. And of course some cloth, which in this case is some handkerchief that I'll be using to, wipe this off. Very soft. As Dr. Retro actually told you in this tutorial video of how to remove marker using Axe and some cloth. No rough stuff, because you might as well damage the disc. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be spraying some bits of Axe in here, like this. And let's get rid of this writing on there. Alright, it's getting off quite well. Yeah, like that, the cloth has turned black. And now it looks fully clean. Let's see if it's catching there in the light. Yeah. Cloth has turned black. And the black writing is gone. Yeah. Sure, if you were so lazy to check out Dr. Retro's tutorial of how to remove black writing on the discs, then I just showed you here. So now I have a fully clean disc, which is awesome, very awesome. So now I can change zoom while recording, so I might as well cut. So my last item for today is something really special. It's one of those games that I've just loved as a kid. Well, I've only played the demo of this game as a kid. I never actually got the game. But this is one game that I definitely want to make a playthrough of this if there isn't actually one playthrough, which I really need to show you is, give you a few seconds what this game is. Millennium Soldier Expendable. And I have to say, this is an awesome game. Yeah, it's so awesome that even Apocalypse and even 1 were, you know, a little bland. This one is so good. Yeah, offering over 20 missions with loads of action, has a huge selection of weapons, rockets, grenades, and other accessories, and offers 1 and 2 player mode, but it's already stated there on the box, 1 to 2 players. Yeah, you can't actually see it because of the blur. Yeah, it's on a very low focus. And that's how much I actually paid for this, which is also good. And the other really special thing is, this game got a best of Infogrames. Yes, it actually got a best of Infogrames. No fucking shit. However, it is actually a good thing that we don't actually have this in the mainland Germany as a best of Infogrames, which is brilliant. Too bad in other PAL countries you have this in best of Infogrames, but here in Germany we don't, which is really good. Sure, we actually have Eagle 1 Harrier Tag, V-Rally 2, and some of the other games as a best of Infogrames over here, but not this. Demolition Racer 4x4 World Trophy, which is actually Test Drive Off-Road 3, and PGA European Tour Golf, that's what I think it's called. There's also Actimel Mission Extreme, which we don't actually have this in best of Infogrames here in Germany. We only have as I already mentioned before, we only have games like V-Rally 2, Eagle 1 Harrier Tag as a best of Infogrames, which Eagle 1 is actually the most common game found as a best of Infogrames, which sucks. Yeah, it's really sucks, and I still want the normal release version. Yeah, there's also Worms Armageddon. We also have a best of Infogrames here in Germany, which also sucks. Yeah, pretty bad. Okay, so we have a manual here. It's nothing special. It's just it's just black and white colors. Oh, there's an envelope, which is used to send in this registration card here. Yeah, this registration card. This is probably one of the few Infogrames games that I've saw to actually come with an envelope, which you can put the registration card in there. Which, you know, most people really don't care about registering their games because it's kind of pointless. And then there's the disc. Yeah, this actually looks way more cooler than the best of Infogrames discs, which looks totally generic. It just has the game name in a different color. It all has white silver stripes on a white background. It's just bland. Doesn't even have the original game logo on there. Looks way more cooler. I am really happy to have this, as I can finally do a playthrough of this amazing game. And this is one game that should never ever go off from my collection ever, because this game is so amazing. I just couldn't get rid of it. So yeah, that was my pickups. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. This has been Razorblade 1812 signing off.